Hello there. If you're interested in creating AI art but you don't know how to start, so in this video I'm going over different services where you can start the simplicity to create AI art without any heavy technical knowledge, actually almost with a simple knowledge of the computer browsers, and just follow the videos, see what you can create it. And we'll start with a NightCafe. So this online service, and reason is why I want to start with this, because it is very simple to use. It's have a different mode, advanced or the basic, and it start with free credit, so you can try, see if you like it. And most important, actually, it's even better than that. You don't need to actually pay it. Every about 6-8 hours, you may receive an email says, hey, claim your free credits. You claim 5 credits, and sometimes you wonder how much credits you can collect. So I'll give you an example. I have it already. If you check right here, 311 credits I collected. This is only just showing on this account just free credits. It's meaning I can go create one image is about anywhere from 1 credit, and you can increase more and more, and I'll show you how you can use it. But I can create a lot of credits, and in one day you can get, I think, maybe about 15 credits, which is you can still produce a quite a bit artwork if you needed to play around. At least it gives you this ability to try it and see if you like it or you don't like it. And by the way, if you're enjoying NightCafe service, I would recommend purchase maybe some credits or some way support the developers, because they need still paying for the servers, for the software, and for the developing, for administration, and a lot of other stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead first. Right here, you'll notice you go in a NightCafe, and let me go back to our main page. And on main page, we have at home, create about blog, so informational, you can also purchase. And it's just simple forward, you also can create on a mobile application if you need it. And an interesting thing is it's embedded with a printing. So you can actually take your art, print, and put on your wall. That is actually awesome. But let's go see what we can do. We can go and create. And if you go and create, you come with menu where you have it all these different options. Let's very fast overall. Create collections, whatever I created. Feed, it's what sent to us, and some additional options about your account, but we want to create. And this is mean we're going to this middle screen where we have it all different types. So for some people who doesn't understand the look and says, what is stable diffusion? What is a clip guided diffusion? We're gonna kind of get confused about this. I'll say this is all different type of the models, how AI work. For example, some of them more work like famous Dali, render, and other things. Personally, I will say we'll look on some of those ones images, but stable diffusion produce right now the most interesting result, and you can go with art or photorealistic. So probably you want to go try stable diffusion. Style transfer is interesting because you can take photo and apply different artist style, create like abstract Picasso out of your photo or other things. I say we will look on those, but let's go jump on stable diffusion. As we open, you'll notice right here we have it enable, and by the default you will have it disable the show advanced options. And this is probably the best way to start, because all what you need to do here is type the prompt. If you want to select in what style you done, you use it, and it's all. So let's go ahead and start, and we'll have it city on the Mars. When you type word, you can describe like in plain English what you want to see, but it does like in a way if you apply a little bit more information. For example, I want to say city on a Mars. So let me describe more about this. Desert, red planet, alien, sci-fi. So I can put it all of this word. Even more, I can even specify lens if I want to use it. 24 millimeters lens, wide lens, okay, wide shot, panorama. So I can describe all of this style. I even can go and describe additional styles if I need it. But also you'll notice as this is a simple mode, I have it right there. Additional options can like CG character, epic, dark fantasy. Well, let's go try anime, okay? So it's anime, cell shaded kind of information with this one. Put it. Let's go scroll down. We'll look on advanced mode a little bit more. You also have it show more styles. This is most popular, but let's skip it for now. Notice what we have right here. 4 images, 1 created, or 1 image. It definitely worth 4 images. We can make bigger size, but again, with a simple, we'll just use this one. 4 images, 1 created, and I have 311. So we'll go ahead and click render. Depend on complexity or what you've done. It's take a little bit time, make like right here, gone very fast. Okay, let's go ahead, click on the image, and you can preview right here. We have our 4 images that with red planet, and it's look very cool. So we can go ahead and kind of use this. Okay, if we scroll down, you'll notice you have your like add collection. You can print it if you need it. This is separate output images. So right there, all 4 together. But we can also look on individual. So we can preview those images, how they look. We can also just go ahead and download it. You can download in yours. And one other ones is evolve. So what is meaning, if I like how this image look, I can click on evolution. That will add here. Again, I can take all these different styles if I need it. Right now we'll keep it same. But notice right here, we have it our start image. So this is what mean evolution. Before it's creating, it does not, by the way, it does not compose, does not take all these different images. It's create from plain noise. It's literally created the image. But now we won't skip, we will skip halfway and we'll create from this image as well. So kind of I like this image. Let's go ahead. Again, we'll create. And it says evolving without changes. So we don't want to really evolve without changing. Yes, so we want to something to change here. And change, we can say, for example, a spaceship. That's what I want to add to this scenario, spaceship. So let's go ahead, click. And again, it's take a little bit time. You can see it's running, generating, and created 4. So let's go ahead and click, see what we have it. Look, we have it now, spaceship add. Well, this is kind of shadow, I think, from a spaceship. I don't think a spaceship is there, but it does add for us, which is kind of awesome, I think. We created this image. So let's go now back to our creations, and you know what, let's go create. Click on button create. We'll go back to our stable diffusion. And this is, you can play around, you can say click more and go over all these weird styles, try them all different, but we have it way more flexibility to do with NightCafe. So we're going to click on show advanced options. You can see how it's expand. And one reason why I tell you don't start with this, because sometimes can be overwhelmed, and I would recommend generate few images before you go to advanced mode. So now you feel a little bit more familiar. So inside here, we're going to, let's go actually Cyberpunk City diorama. Okay, let's see what this will happen. Okay, we also can add modifiers, and modifiers, it is help AI to determine more in details what you like it. For example, we can add different styles. Yes, we can add different artists, Monet, for example, and you can notice right here, I would recommend put a dot or column between them, because that way some names won't be matched, so you can go around and say like Van Gogh, for example. Okay, let's go Glob. There you go. We can have it artist. Yes, we can have it also different colors if we want it. Traditional, black, pastel. Does not have it. We can write pastel. Art styles. By the way, the styles is so many. This is just a little bit. And of course, if you're going with a style and you don't know, I will highly recommend go on Wikipedia, type list of art movements. This will cover also styles, and you can see how many of those styles. And if you need it, you can go ahead Art Deco. Click on this and it will explain you, showing what is Art Deco is, what style it is, and you can just copy and put that style inside here. You don't necessarily need to click, but also this will help you to understand what styles mean, and they will influence a lot. Those styles will influence a lot of yours. So medium and techniques, for example, we can go with oil colors or other element. Same with photography. Let's go like 1900 photography, just for fun. Okay, we have the DSLR. All of this, it's a tag words. Again, designing tool communities. And you notice sometimes people put it like maybe ArtStation or other things. So this is kind of going this way. Descriptive item. All of this, it's called modifiers, but it's the same. It's a words. It just help us to create. Let's go stock photos, just for fun. I'm putting there. I do personally like separate them because it does assign a little bit different weight, but you don't necessarily need it if you don't think. So let's go down. So we notice we add those modifiers, and they help us a lot. We don't care about start image, but I will look in a second how we can do with some portraits, maybe do with this. Okay, advanced random seed. This is actually interesting things to remember. Remember I told before it's using noise. Actually, it's using Perlin noise, and because Perlin noise is random generated, it's got a seed number for this random generated. And this funny things that computer technically cannot generate random number. By the nature of this, it cannot create the random stuff. So even the what is look like random, the Perlin noise, it's actually not random. Right here, it's a code. So if you like how it's laid out, you can remember this code, write down, or it will be embedded after in your image, and you can recreate with similar look. It won't be exactly the same, but it will be close enough. So next we have an aspect ratio. 1:1, it's a square. We make portraits, and I will prefer landscape 4:3 because we're going to, or even widescreen maybe, because it will give it us more panoramic look. And for the landscape, we try to do it probably will work. Prompt weight. This is tell how loose or not. So what if I says draw the ball for me, okay? And I say 100%, so you'll draw perfect ball. But if I says like less, it can be ball or balloon or kind of like similar rounds. So what is 50? It's very good option is give it flexibility for AI, but you can change it. 4 credits probably one of the better kind of deal here. 1 credit for 4, okay, because it's just you have it 4 versions. Where's this sampling method? Don't worry about this. If you have questions, we can look on a different type. It's using the weight library, just different ones. Because I just leave it as a default. And a resolution. Look, right now with 640 by 380. Usually it's a 512 by 512 with the standard, but all of these other ones, it will add kind of better resolution, more details. It's not just the resolution, it's more details, but it's take a little bit more time. So I will go with low resolution, okay? And of course the medium resolution, it's a very high, but it's take a lot of credits. Okay, we'll leave it here, run time, credit, leave it as default. It's sell me 2 credits, and we go ahead and start creating this. Okay, it was fast, and as job is done, let's go ahead, view creations. And notice because I put it all of the style, they actually done very good with the style, with all the coloring and everything. Let's see, cyberpunk, diorama. This one, it's kind of ignoring a little bit. We still have a little bit top view diorama look, but you can see it's ignoring. Also, it's going to add some text to us, which is okay. And there, Van Gogh, so it definitely have this style. Loop, night photography, stock photo. So a little bit confused, but it still works. This is like from photo 19 old ones. So this is look very good. I like how it's come up. Okay, let's go ahead, preview. Again, this is how our print will look, which is nice. If you create, you can put on the desk in your room. We can go ahead and download it as well, this image. We'll preview in a second. And again, we'll have it our duplicates if we need it. We evolve, use this image as default. So this is very simple, but it's very effective and a nice way to create the AI images. Okay, so there's our image we just created with AI and a specific format. Okay, so you can play around, see what you like it, if you need print or so on. Let's go next to create. And we'll look on the stable diffusion. As I say, it's produced one of the most interesting results. It is one of the most popular and newest system. So this is other one's a little bit older system. You can still play around with them, but they will produce different result. And how is different? Actually, let's try this one. Let's go rubber ducky, rubber duck, riding car. That is a little bit unusual things to do. And we're going to try this for credit, so we'll leave it as default. We'll go ahead, click one credit. Let's go again till this doing. We can doing now too, and we can have it riding car. You know what? I should copy this. Let me copy this one. Okay, we're done with a different format. Okay, leave it everything as default as another ones. Let's go render this one now, and we're going to create another. Same things. Okay, let's go ahead, create it, and we'll go create again. Now let's go to style, and right here we actually need the image, so we don't necessarily have a stylization image, another one, so we cannot really do yet on that one now. But let's go back and see what we have right now in our collection feed. Okay, creations, there you go. Okay, so our creations, this one, if you remember, this was in stable diffusion, and it does have an actual duck riding car. So right here it's the directly, so it's actually done very good job to do this. Okay, let's go back on creation. This one was another one which is used by, I think, Dali, but it's okay, hard to say what it is. If I did not tell you it was rubber duck riding car, you probably won't recognize. Okay, and let's look on another ones. And this one we have even blob. Now this is something coming from sci-fi, so it's probably work maybe in some styles, but how I said before, stable diffusion produce the better result and it can play. So coherent type, it's maybe cities will be better work, but mostly people already kind of don't use those two, the little bit older ones. Stable diffusion, it's a newer one, and I will recommend probably with this play. So let's look one more things. Right here we have it our, and you remember we have an image. I told before what we can do. So let me start and select image, and we'll click. We have it our free images, we have it creation, we have it library, and this library images that I already created before. But you know what? We can go ahead and add a new one. So, and what is better to add than just photo of the handsome guy? Okay, so right here the guy, let's go ahead, I choose this image, and you can see it is kind of predefined. So what are we going to do? Let's go set steampunk Victorian Superman. Okay, that could be very interesting effect. So I don't know what will happen. Actually, I never tried this. I will try right now. Mask will help you to isolate some elements, but I think this is good. We'll just keep it as all image. Aspect ratio, it's a lock-in what we have for images. I think that is all. So let's go ahead, click and see what happened now. Okay, so it definitely took some effect. That does not look like me, but it does steampunk, so it's follow very accurate to the words what I created, but I think we can do better. So let's go again. Steampunk Victorian, I can it spell better, Victorian Superman. Okay, we'll go again, choose our image, choose again the handsome guy, and one thing what I want to do, it is noise weight and how much noise adds start image, more noise, more divergency. So remember what I said, it's putting kind of overlay. Let's go like right about there, 10%. It will be very close to the image, and prompt image pop up a little bit as well. So it's already we're done. We're done this way. Let's go create and see how the weight will affect. And if we'll check right here, we much closer. Look at this. This is having my mustache, so it's still not bad. It's a little bit away, but overall there's a face about same location, so it did closer to what image I wanted. I mean, to the area. I like this guy. This has come up very cool about this. Okay, let's go ahead next, and let's go try to style now, transfer style. And for this one, I'll go select again this guy. Okay, this is our input image, and our style, you know what, we have our library, so I can select style we already applied, or we can go with preset. And you know, I like this style, so let's see what we have. We have orgies. Okay, yep, I think that one will just work very well. So we'll go ahead, choose this style, and we have it our image, style, and let's go ahead and create it. Okay, it's done. Let's go click view creation. There you go. It's look actually very good. It did a very good job. Take this style, take the photo, and creating image matched style. Okay, so overall this is creation. Very simple, how say. It's a very, very good way to start work with AI images. Just play around. You can apply with your photos, some other ones, so it's interesting things. Beside that, NightCafe provide for you challenges, so you can create different. Some of them will give you also extra credits, and you can see right here they have it, earn credits to do all this stuff, which kind of very nice if you want to involve. And I like challenges because sometimes you wonder what I can create. Right here, it's kind of tell you, hey, try create this, achieve the better results. So this is a very good way. Explore, you can see what other people also done. It's very, very beautiful, inspirational effect. You can kind of see, and the best things, of course, the people, you can see what they're using as a prompt line, best way to learn. Next, we also have a feed. If you subscribe to something, you can have it a feed. Your collections, if you create it, I don't have it yet, collections, and of course your all creations. And you can see I have a lot of different creations I was doing through all the time. I kind of play around with the images and other more images, so have fun with this one. I think that overall, if you never done any AI art and you want to play around, maybe you actually did with Wombo or other things, NightCafe is much more interesting and better way to do it, because it's utilized the latest one, stable diffusion, very accurate, and you can also create very artistic element. You saw how in depth we can go with some of these words, and hopefully you enjoyed. So if you like this video and want to see more, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Let me know what else you want to review. I will post more videos about different services. Hopefully something will catch your eye and let you explore and create more art. Thank you again for watching this, and have a fun day to create.